All right, we are back with actress and philanthropist Kristen Davis. She stars in a new Hallmark Hall of Fame movie. It's called A Heavenly Christmas, where she plays a woman who experiences an untimely death, and then she finds herself in training in heaven to be a Christmas angel. Welcome. It's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
What drew you to this script, other than maybe wanting to go up to heaven and hang around for a while?
Absolutely, with Shirley MacLaine, who is my guiding angel.
Right. Yes.
You know what? But she hadn't signed on yet when I got the script, and I knew the writers. We had been developing something else for Hallmark for about a year. And it wasn't what I expected when I started reading it.
Yeah.
And then different things would happen. This is my man, Eric McCormick,
and
Shirley MacLaine. I know, the best cast ever. But I just love the fact that you didn't quite know what was going to happen. It was kind of like a buddy film and a romantic comedy with a second chance, you know, kind of a second chance for somebody. And I always love those stories.
We all deserve it.
Everybody loves a second chance. Speaking of Shirley MacLaine, Shirley gave you some really amazing old school Hollywood acting tips.
Shirley has a lot to say about almost everything,
doesn't she?
Which is really fun because you don't know what is going to come out of her mouth. But when she first started, what was great was that she really cares about the big picture and what the story is saying. So she would always stop the director and say, you know, we need to really seriously think about this right now, because what are we actually saying? And how are we leading the audience? And which way are we leading them? And it was really something to see how she could do both, like think about the scene and think about the really big picture.
She's thinking about us, the viewer, sitting there out there at home on the sofa or in the theater, and where we're going on that journey.
Right.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
Well, let's drop in on your character and take a look at the big picture.
Okay.
Let's take a
I would just do it all so differently if I had a second chance.
I hear that a lot.
I just don't know how I lost track of everything that was important.
Hear that a lot too.
You must hear everything a lot.
Well, one thing I never hear. No one has ever said, I spent too much time loving someone.
I just can't imagine her working with Shirley MacLaine, and I love Eric McCormick, too. He's
I love Eric, too.
So funny.
And I've known him forever, so that was really fun.
I feel like I've known him forever.
I was on Will and Grace. Yeah, and we were always at the award shows and everything together. I've known him. I know his wife. I love him so much.
I know. I love that show, so I feel like I know him. I'm moved in with him. Just Jack. You know, this is our Thanksgiving show, and Christmas is around the corner. How do you spend the holidays?
Well, normally I'm in LA because I usually go home to South Carolina for Christmas. But this year, I'm going to go home to South Carolina and take my daughter, which takes all the pressure off me because my mother is a tremendously talented cook, and she will do everything. So it's really, really fun.
This one right here wants to move back home.
I know, but
you do.
I do. I grew up in
Full-time?
Virginia. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
my mom
understand,
cooks
of course.
too. I mean, you get it.
So I'm going to brave the travel situation. You know, I'm sure it will be worth it.
That's very brave.
She's 5.
She's 5, so she's good to travel. She's
she's an awesome little traveler.
Yeah.
It's me.
Back in the day when I took the kids, it was like you were Sherpa. You had all the Crayolas, and you had a DVD player.
The iPad.
You have to have that.
You cannot travel without the iPad.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to keep it calm on the plane. That's the most
if the
important
iPad
thing.
didn't work, it would be the end of the world.
So before
Yes.
this angelic role in this wonderful film, you were Charlotte in Sex and the City, one of my very favorite shows. And I'm not alone here. I know everyone here on this set, including everyone at home, is agreeing with me. Do you still keep in touch with the girls?
Yes. It's hard to see them. We try to get together. Like, I'm going to New York, and we're trying to... It's like the United Nations. It's like... Where are you? I'm here, and then I'm here, and then I'm here. And, you know, we also try to get the kids together because this one, we have kids. And then Kim, I'm never quite sure what country she's in.
Wow.
Kim and I tweet, which is awesome. So we sometimes talk to each other on Twitter, which is fun. And then the rest of us email. And then Sarah's on Instagram, so we can Instagram, which is fun. And then, you know, when we can get the kids together and us together, it's like Christmas in and of itself.
It really is. I have to ask you this.
Okay.
It was my favorite series
Go
ever
for
in
it.
history. Would you ever do another
Of
Sex in the
course.
City? You
Of
would?
course. I didn't have to let you finish the sentence. Of course.
Did you guys get everybody together to do it?
You know, I can't speak for everyone, though, you know, I can almost speak for everyone to say yes. I mean, I think that we know that we were incredibly lucky to be a part of something that was so big and so wonderful and so beautifully written and that people relate to and still talk to us about every day. I mean, none of us take that for granted. So if we have the opportunity to revisit, I feel that there's another story left and that it would be a beautiful thing, really, to be able to kind of tell that final chapter.
I think the final chapter should look like this. The 4 women dress up, they go to Africa, and they save elephants.
That's not a bad
You're adorable.
That's not far from what you're in.
I don't think that's what would
You think-
happen in the third Sex and the City movie, though I would personally love it, Mark.
Charlotte
tell
can
you.
totally do that.
Well, Charlotte would have to kind of change up her outfits a little bit, but yeah, Charlotte is tougher inside than she looks, and I'm sure she would be able to do that. I do think, I will say this before we launch into anything about elephants, which I'd love to, we would stay in New York. If we were to go, we would kind of go back to our roots,
Okay.
I think would be the third installment of the film. I think that's what the fans would like.
But I bring up the elephant
Yes.
thing because we share this passion, because I
Yes.
learned the plight of the elephants many years ago by helping out with the San Diego Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually, I didn't get to take action, but you did.
Oh, but everyone can take action.
I know, everybody can take
Everyone
action,
can
but
take
I have a dream that I want to go photograph
You
the elephants
totally
in Botswana.
should do that. If you have that calling, you should.
But you
follow
you
it.
were taken by this and couldn't help yourself.
Yeah, I found myself in the really magical position of being in the right place in the right time. In 2009, I was in Kenya visiting a different charity, kind of eco charity with the Maasai that I knew people involved with, and it was a dry year. It was the beginning of what is now this horrific poaching crisis. And my friends and I happened to find an orphan baby elephant. And in Kenya, there's an organization called the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust where they know how to raise a baby elephant and re-release it into the wild to live the life that it's supposed to live. And they kind of form a new family with the other baby orphaned elephants. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and that's Wendy. And Wendy just had her first wild-born baby with a wild-born elephant last year named Weeva. And Wendy, this past week, had an arrowhead in her and was at a different, she had left the national park with a herd of wild elephants and she was on a different conservation, not ours, but a different one. And they saw, she kept walking up to the fence and looking at the humans sadly because she knows that they would help her. So they called our vets and our vets went and treated her and she's fine. Good. But it's amazing thing that the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust and they work with the Kenyan Wildlife Service together to make sure that the elephants are cared for as best as they can.
There's such a bond between us and,
yes,
and
yes.
the others we share on this planet.
Yes, and you can adopt an elephant, as you were saying,
I would like
Debbie.
to
You can
adopt
the
Where you
baby
gonna keep
orphans.
it?
Yeah.
You live on the
keep
west
it at
side.
home.
That's what everybody says, Mark. They're going to stay in Kenya in the wild like they're supposed
Yeah,
to.
but I get
You're
to
just going
fund
to be
this
part of
elephant's
the
life.
healing.
Yes,
Exactly. You're going to
I'd
be
love to
one
do
of the
that.
adoptive parents. And if you do make it to Kenya, you have your own special time. You get to visit them right before bed at the sunset feeding. It's special.
You see that?
It's special.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for everything.
Have a heavenly Christmas, if you will.
Thank you, and you as well.